Welcome to this week's Level 1 class. We're going to follow on from last week. We're going to use a little bit of circle again for the thighs and for the upper body. So we'll get started. We'll come on to the hands and knees. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, drop the ribs down to the mat, lift the head up looking up in front, and then drop the head down, ribs up towards the ceiling. Drop the ribs back down, lift the head up looking up in front, and then drop the head down, ribs up nice and high again, drop the ribs back down, lifting the head up, drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling, one more, drop the ribs all the way down, let the ribs, push the ribs as far down to the mat as you can, really look up as high as you can, and then look down between the fingertips so the back is flat, left foot comes up as far as you can out to the side, looking at the toes, look around the arm, don't look underneath, so bending the body to the side, left foot in, right foot up and out to the side, looking around that right arm again. All the time, keep the elbows pointing back towards the toes, as you bring the feet from side to side, looking at the toes. Good, and one last one, and then back in. Perfect, left leg back behind the body, straight back, right arm up in front, and little circles with the heel in the hand. Make those circles bigger and wider, and we're looking to separate the arm movements out from the shoulder and the leg movements out from the pelvis. So we want to keep between the shoulders and the pelvis as still as we can, as we draw those nice big wide round circles, and bring the arms and legs back down. Right leg back, left arm up in front, start with little circles, disassociate the limb movements from the core and the shoulder, and start to make those circles bigger and wider, really bring the arm and leg as far out to the side as you can, and then change directions to make it a little bit harder. Good, and bring the arms and legs down onto the mat. Next one's a little bit of balance and core work. Hips and shoulders to the left, right leg back, and then right arm up in front. I'm shaky today. And then back down, hips and shoulders to the right, left leg back, left arm up in front. Keep the shoulder blades pinched together. Keep the left shoulder away from the left ear, so as you reach the left hand up, don't let the shoulder come towards the ear, pull the shoulder blade back and down, and arms and legs back down. Good. Next one, pinch the shoulder blades, tuck the elbows in, lift the knees up off the mat, hovering the knees a couple of inches, and then rest back down. We're going to go for 3 of these. The next one we're going to march the feet, lift the feet up again, I'm going to march the feet up and down one at a time, left foot, right foot, right foot, and then back down onto the mat. And for the last one, we're going to lift the hands up one at a time. If you can't do that, we'll march the feet again, but just hold the feet up for a little bit longer, so slowly march down. Pinch the shoulders together, tuck the elbows in, lift the knees up, lift one hand up, back down, and then the other hand. Keep the body still, don't let the hips swing side to side, so keep the hips as still as you can. Good. One last one, and rest the knees down and turn over onto your back. So that's our warm up done. Loosen the back up, get the core working, and get the shoulders start to warm up as well, so we're spreading up into the upper body. Next one, we're going to grab the circle. If you don't have the circle, just like last week, get a pillow or a cushion, just something to squeeze between the thighs. Good, so circle, cushion, pillow, between the thighs, rest the hands by the side, imprint the spine, bring the rib cage down, big deep breath in, hold the way out, squeeze the circle and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Hold. Drop the left leg to the side and in. 1, right leg, 2, left leg, 3, right leg, 4, left, 5, right, 6. When you drop one leg out, make sure it moves nice and smooth in and out, and the opposite leg stays as still as you can. And then bring the legs together and have a little rest for a second. Next one, we're bringing the knees to 90 degrees. So imprint the spine, rib cage comes down, chin is tucked in, legs to tabletop, and circle between the thighs, and 2 legs together. 1, 2, keep those shins parallel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Left leg to the side, 1, right leg 2, left leg 3, right leg 4, left leg 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back in, grab the circle, and bring the feet down. Next ones we're going to go for legs straight to the ceiling. So for the next one's a lot harder, legs are straighter, much more work for the imprint. If you find it difficult, just bend the knees and bring the knees in a little closer towards you. I'll show you what I mean now. So imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, circular cushion between the thighs, straighten the legs to the ceiling. If you find there's too much pressure in the back, just bend the knees and bring it in a little closer towards you. Legs are straight, squeeze and relax. 1, 2, keep the knees pointing in a straight line. Don't let them turn out and don't let them turn in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep that imprint. 10 and hold. Left leg 1, right leg 2, left leg 3, right leg 4, left leg 5, right leg 6, left leg 7, right leg 8, 9, last one, 10, bend the knees and grab the circle and rest down. Good, take a little breath for a second. So we've worked the hips, worked the adductors through 90 degrees, 45 degrees, we're going to go for 0 degrees. Next, we work them with the knees extended, so we're getting the gracilis. So next one, we're going through 0 degrees of hip extension. Circle between the thighs, imprint, roll the hips up nice and high. Keep the chin tucked in, squeeze and relax. 1, 2, when you're doing this, keep the hips as high as you can. 5, make sure the hips don't sink down with each one, keep them up. 8, 9, 10 and hold, left leg out and in, right leg out and in, left leg and in, right leg and in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll the hips back down and grab the circle and have the rest. Next we're going to bring the circle into the upper body. We're going to have the arms straight to the ceiling. We're going to bring the legs into tabletop. I'm going to tap the left and the right leg off the mat. And we're just going to gently squeeze the circle or the cushion or the pillow. So, next one. Imprint the spine. Straighten the arms to the ceiling. We're going to reach the hands up as high as you can, keeping the elbows locked out. Drop the shoulders back. So the shoulders are pinched together, but the elbows are straight. Spine is imprinted. Rib cage is down and in nice and tight. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop, one at a time. Squeeze the circle and into our toe taps. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, and left. Good. Keep the circle squeezed and focus on the imprint. So distracting your mind a little bit, you can't just think about the imprint. You've got to remember to keep that circle squeezed nice and tight. Have the legs moving at a nice consistent pace. One last one each leg. And then legs back down into tabletop and rest down. Have a rest again. The next one we're going to do, we're going to bring the legs back to tabletop. It's going to be very, very similar. But this time for every tap, when the right leg comes down, we're going to bring the hands back over our head. And as the left leg goes down, we're going to bring the hands back up. So we're going to go for 5 with the right leg leading it. We're going to pause. We're going to go for 5 with the left leg leading it. So when the left leg goes down, bring the hands back. As the right leg comes back up, taps the mat, the hands will come back up. I'll show you what I mean now. It's a bit confusing. Holding the circle, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, gentle squeeze into the circle of the cushion. We're going to tap the right leg off the mat, hands come back, legs come back to tabletop. Left leg off the mat, hands come to the ceiling. Left leg back to tabletop. Right leg down, hands behind the head. Left leg down, hands back to the ceiling. Right leg to the mat, hands go back. Left leg to the mat, hands come to the ceiling. Right toes to the mat, hands come back. Left toes to the mat, hands reach to the ceiling. One more. Right toes to the mat, hands to the back behind the head. Left toes to the mat, hands to the ceiling. Have a little rest before we switch sides. A little bit confusing to get the hang of, but basically one leg goes down, the hands come back. As the opposite leg touches the mat, the hands come back up. Imprint the spine. Hands reaching to the ceiling again. Gently squeeze the circle. Legs to tabletop. This time the left toes touch the mat. hands back behind the head, right leg touch the mat, hands to the ceiling. Left toes to the mat, hands behind the head, right toes to the mat, hands to the ceiling. Left toes to the mat, hands back, right toes to the mat, hands to the ceiling. Left toes to the mat, hands back, right toes to the mat, hands to the ceiling. One last one, left toes down, hands back, right toes down, hands to the ceiling, and then rest the legs down. You're not getting confused. The whole idea is we're making the brain work harder. We're keeping the core switched on as we try to do a little bit of mental work through that, trying to challenge the upper abs as well, but we're distracting the brain as much as we can, and we want to keep the core switched on. We don't have to be thinking about it, it should become automatic, and that's what we're trying to train it through with those exercises. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to go for a set of 100. So we're going to leave the circle down to the side for now. We're going to bring the legs, we're going to keep the feet on the mat first actually. We're going to do 3 sets of 100s. We're going to do feet on the mat, feet on tabletop, and then we're going to straighten one leg to the ceiling with one leg in tabletop. So, hands by the side, imprint the spine, tuck the chin in, roll the chin up into the chest, head and shoulders up nice and high, beat the hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5, 2 more breaths in, and out, 2, 4, 5, last breath in, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down, and bring the feet down. Feet on everyone, sorry, habit. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to bring the legs to tabletop. So we're going to imprint the spine, legs up into tabletop one at a time, hands by the side, reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, chin is tucked in, head and shoulders up, and beat the hands again. 1, 2, 4, 5 and breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5, 4 more breaths, over halfway, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 4, 5, out, 2, 4, 5, last few breaths, out, 2, 4, 5, last breath in, and out, 2, 4, 5, rest the head down, and bring the feet down onto the mat. We're going to leave our third set of 100s for a couple of minutes. We're going to straighten the legs onto the mat. We're going to grab a circle. Again, hold the circle up towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze, pinch the shoulder blades back. We're going to squeeze the circle and relax. So the cushion will do again here. And 2, and relax. 3, and relax. 4, and relax. We're getting your pecs working here. 5, 6, 7, 8, fingers pointing to the ceiling, 9, so a bit more control, 10, and relax. So we're keeping the shoulder blades pinched, we're working the pecs and muscles on the front. Now these muscles will pull your arms in, but they'll also round your shoulders. So what we're trying to do is separate those movements out by the body. We're going to keep the shoulder blades back, and we're going to squeeze the circle. This time we're going to separate each arm out one at a time. So we're going to squeeze the circle, drop the left hand to the side, back in, right hand out, and in, left hand out, and in, right hand out, and in, left hand, and in, keep the shoulder blades together, right, and in, left, and in, right, and in, left, last one on the right, keeping the shoulder blades pinched, and then relax, bend the elbows, bring the circle into the chest. Now we're going to go for a roll, just holding the circle. So, bring the feet in nice and tight, you can hold the cushion in your hands for this again, hands back behind the head, gentle squeeze into the cushion, fingers are extended, so don't grab a hold of it, keep the fingers straight. We're going to bring the arms forward, chin to the chest, and roll up nice and tall. Chest up at the end, shoulder blades are pinched together as we roll back down onto the mat, and that's 1. And up nice and tall, chest comes forward, 2. We're going to go for 10, up, 3, good, gentle squeeze on the circle of the cushion, 4, Good. 5, keeping those shoulder blades together. For the next 5, you can reach up to the ceiling if you want. And then back down. 7, keep the shoulders away from the ears and control on the way down to the mat. 8, rolling back down, the last 2. 9, and back down. One last one. Reaching up towards the ceiling, keep the feet on the mat, and then roll back down. Nice and controlled, and then rest down. Now I promised you another set of hundreds, so we're going to come back to them now. Knees are bent, feet are on the mat, hands back by the side. Leave the circle down for now. I might come back to it later. I might see how I'm feeling. We're going to bring the 2 legs to tabletop. We're going to split the hundreds into 2 sets of 5. First set we're going to have the left leg straight to the ceiling, and the second set we're going to have the right leg straight to the ceiling. So spine is imprinted, legs to tabletop, rib cage is down, reach the hands to the bottom of the mat. Straighten the left leg, keep the right leg bent. Chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 1, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5, last breath in, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down, rest the feet down for a second. We're going to switch sides. So we're just going to re-imprint the spine, bring the rib cage down, hands by the side, legs to tabletop, straighten the right leg to the ceiling this time, left knee stays bent at 90 degrees, hands to the bottom of the mat, and beat the hands. 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5 and in, 2, 4, 5 and out, 2, 4, 5, last breath in, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down, bend the knees, bring the feet onto the mat, and then relax the imprint. Next one, we're going to do some flutter kicks up towards the ceiling. We're going to grab our lovely circle again. This time, we're going to keep the hands reaching up. So a very gentle squeeze into the circle, focusing on the imprint, and very small flutter kicks in opposite directions. So, hold the circle in the hands, again fingers pointing to the ceiling, circle in the heel of the hand here, imprint the spine, or the cushion, imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, gentle squeeze in the circle, and small flutter kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees and bring the feet down onto the mat. We're going to do the same with the 2 legs this time. So with the first 5 of the 2 legs, we're going to drop the legs down and back up. We're going to keep the hands to the ceiling. For the second 5, it's like the toe taps. We're going to drop the feet down just a couple of inches. We're also going to bring the hands back a couple of inches. As we do this, the weight of our hands goes one direction, the weight of our legs go the other direction, and the back will want to lift up off the mat. So we're not just targeting lower abs like we usually do, we're starting to bring the upper abs into this exercise as well. So, holding the circle up towards the ceiling, imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, keeping the back flat, straighten the legs to the ceiling. First 5, we're just going to lower the heels. 1, just a couple of inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and now the circle goes with the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, bring the feet down, and then rest down. Good, hard work. Leave the circle into the side. We're finished with that now for today. We're going to straighten the legs down onto the mat, hands back behind the head. We're going to do a roll up into sitting. So arms forward, chin to the chest, and roll up nice and tall. Chest comes forward at the end. Bring yourself back up the mat a little bit. Bring the hands either side of the mat. We're going to pinch the shoulder blades together. Knees 90 degrees, ankles at 90 degrees, and the hips are at 90 degrees. Keep the knees together. We're going to straighten the right leg and bend. Straighten the left leg and bend. Right leg, left leg. Right leg, left leg, right and left. Focus on the shoulders for this. So we're starting to work the hip flexors and the quads. What I want you to do is pinch the shoulder blades back. Make sure the chin doesn't poke forward, you're not dropping the head back. You keep the chin tucked in, you keep the back of the neck nice and long. So we're working the traps and not the upper traps to stabilise the body. And last one. Good. So, don't let the shoulders round. Push that chest forward. Straighten the right leg. Lower it halfway. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bend the right knee. Same with the left leg. Again, get your hands comfortable. Push that chest forward. Straighten the left leg. Lower halfway. Circles. 1. Keep the right knee still. 2. Keep pushing the chest forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction. 10, 9. Keep pushing the chest forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees and then rest down. Perfect. Next one's a little bit harder. We're going to really sit back into the hands. So you want to bring them back a little bit further. You might want to bring them out to the side. We're going to kick the two legs up at the same time. So make sure the weight is really coming through the hands. We pop the chest forward, really sticking the chest forward. And we're going to straighten the two legs. And bend. Bring the heels back down. And straighten and bend. And straighten and bend. If you find this difficult, bring the hands out wider. Sit back into it a little bit more. Straighten and bend. Just like that. Good. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Ideally you want the shoulders, hips, knees and ankles all at 90 degrees when the heels are on the mat. Straighten and bend. 3 more. 2. Last one. And bend. And rest down. Good. Come down onto your right side now. So, rest the head down onto the mat. Hand underneath the head. You can have the block resting on top. Back line up at the back of the mat. Feet to the front corner. Push that top heel away. And we're going to come into some leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10, and then rest down. We're going to come into big circles next. We're going to leave the little circles as an option for later on. We're going to lift the top leg up an inch. We're going to kick the leg forward, up, back and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then rest the leg down. We're going to turn over onto the opposite side. We're going to come back to the cycling as well later on. That's going to be an option as well. We're going to line the back up to the back of the mat again. Head resting underneath our block. Sorry, head resting on top of the block, hands underneath the block. Hips slightly sweeping forward to the front of the mat. Push the top heel away and 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest the leg down. Big circles, 10 each direction. Lift the leg up and we're going to start clockwise. Kick the leg forward, up, back and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep bringing that heel up nice and high. 8, 9, 10. Make sure that heel lifts up as high as you can each time. So you can see my foot come to the top of that roller at the top of the circle. I want to maintain that. So I pick a mark somewhere on the wall, whether it's a windowsill, a design in the wallpaper, a little mark in the wall. Make sure your foot always comes up higher than that mark. It should be at the top of the circle. 2 more, and the last one. That'll make sure you don't cheat. You're not just bring the leg up, lazy little circles. We want nice big wide circles. Now for the next one, a little bit different to what we usually do. We're going to get you to bend the knees and you're going to come up onto your shoulder. We're going to have 3 exercises here. We're going to lift the ribs up like this, and we're going to get you to lift the hips up off the mat. If there's any pain in the shoulder or you feel you struggle with this, you can draw circles clockwise and then you can draw anti-clockwise for when we hold for 10 seconds at the end. So pinch the shoulder blades together, chest comes forward, ribs come up first, so nice straight body, and I'm going to lift the hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, straight line down the body. 4, 5, top hand can be on the hip or flat on the mat. 6, 7, 8, 9, I prefer my top hand on top. 10, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. I prefer my top hand on top. If it's down on the mat, I find I twist myself a little bit. So to keep the body straight facing forward, I prefer holding my top hand on the top hip. Next one we're going to do, I told you cycling was an option as well. We're going to hold yourself up into that side plank and we're going to cycle forward and back. If you can't hold yourself up, if there's pain in the shoulder or anywhere along the side, what we'll get you to is lie flat on your side and cycle forward and back. So we're going to lift the hips up nice and high, top leg comes up and cycle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that shin parallel to the floor. 8, 9, 10 and backwards, no rest. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the legs in, rest the hips in, and flip over onto the opposite side. We're nearly there, just a few more minutes left. So we're going to go straight up on the elbow here, straight line running down the mat, lift the ribs up, so straight line down the body, top hand onto the hip, or flatten the mat if you like, and we're going to lift the hips up for 10, 1, and down, 2. If you're doing the circles, you're going to draw the circles going clockwise to start, while we lift the hips up and down, and then when we get to the hold at the end, you're going to go the opposite direction. 2 more, and the last one, hold for 10 seconds. You can switch directions in the circle if you're lying down flat, drawing down. Good, keep the ribs up nice and high and hips up off the mat. 2, 1, and then rest down. Give the shoulder a little rest. Straighten yourself down. Last one, we're going to lift up into that plank again and we're going to cycle forward and back. And again, any pain in the shoulder, ribs, back, hips, knees, anything like that, just lie down flat. We're going to try to build these in the next exercises over the next few weeks. So we want to try to make sure you do these if you can. Pinch the shoulder blades together, hips come forward, straight line down the mat, lift the ribs up, straight line down the body, hand onto the top hip, lift the hips, top leg up, shin is parallel to the floor and cycle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure the heel doesn't drop down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hips are nice and high, 2, last one, and then rest down. Rest the hips down there. We're going to come up into sitting now, we're going to stretch the neck. Because we had you up on the shoulder, you might find the neck gets a little bit stiff after that. So we're going to turn the head to the right, look down towards the right armpit, right hand over the top of the head, and stretching at the neck here. So when we're up on the shoulder, your neck is holding the weight of your head, so your levator scapula, your scalings on the side, your upper traps will all tighten to keep the head and spine in a nice straight line with the body. But because they're holding there for a while, they get a little stiff. Good, and then switch sides, over to the left hand over the top of the head. Perfect. So you got stretch coming slightly to the back of the neck towards the shoulder blade. Back to the middle. Right ear to right shoulder while you look straight ahead. And even turn the head very, very slightly up towards the ceiling. Right hand over the top of the head. On top of the left ear. And you'll feel a stretch now more on the side of the neck. So this one isn't so much towards the tip of the shoulder blade, it's more on the side of the neck here now. And again, staring straight forward, stretching the left side of the neck with the right hand over the top of the head and the right ear coming towards the right shoulder. Relax that right shoulder down as well, make sure it's not scrunching up towards the ear. Good, back to the middle, left ear to left shoulder, very slightly turn the head towards the right, looking up towards the ceiling. As you bring the left ear to the left shoulder, try not to let your body turn like I am. Keep the body up nice and straight. Left shoulder relaxed and right arm hanging by the side. It's a great thing with the camera in front of you. You can see the feedback so you can keep your body straight. Good, and then come back towards the middle and we'll finish that class for today. See you next week. Bye bye.